This was the first and last time that I'll ever try Datura. I recommend not to ever try it. Well, it was Thursday, October 12th, and I had a crap day at school. So my friend and I were looking for some weed to make things better, but we were unable to find any. We were short on money also, so we decided to try angel trumpets. I had heard from another friend that you trip hard off M, and I knew they grew by my aunt's house. So me and, let's call him Bob, went and picked 10 of the flowers. Having no knowledge of the strength of the flower, we only boiled 7 of them. We let the mixture cool, then I added some Kool-Aid to kill the bitter taste my other friend said they had. After downing a regular-sized glass of the mixture, we took a walk into Bob's backyard and just chilled for a while, waiting for the unknown. After sitting around for about half an hour, 2 other friends showed up, so the 4 of us sat outside for about 10 more minutes. That's when I started to feel a heavy sensation on my body. It felt as if I had 5 people hanging on my back. At this time, Bob and the other 2 went inside. I said I'd stay out there 'cause I began to feel a little sick in the stomach and didn't want to move. Over a course of about an hour of being alone outside, I got an uncomfortable feeling and decided to go inside by the others. As I tried to stand up and walk, I fell to the ground. I had no idea why that happened, and then I got more nervous when I had trouble just trying to stand up. Finally I made it inside where the others were. I had told them what happened. My speech began to slur at this point, and Bob said he was feeling the same thing. After trying to relax, me and Bob became restless and began staggering throughout his house, stumbling over and bumping into everything in sight. After about an hour of that, I decided to take a ride with one of the other guys there. As he started to drive, I began to feel better. I still had trouble talking, so now it's me and my other friend driving, and Bob and the other guy were at Bob's house. After driving for a little bit, he brought me to his place. I don't remember going there or anything I did there. I only know I was there because I was told of it today. According to him, I began roaming throughout his house and I knocked over a stack of Gatorade bottles, then started saying, "Now I am gonna die because of the bottles." While he tried to talk to me and calm me down, I grabbed a bottle of Pam and began to spray it on his floor. Then with my shirt I started to wipe it up. As of now, me and the friend I am with have no idea what's happening at Bob's house. After rambling about having to go home, he brought me to my house. It's about 9 p.m. We sat in his car and he asked me if I was sure that I could make it safely and without my parents knowing. Having no clue about anything, I said yay. So I got out and staggered to my front door. I notice I don't have my keys, so I ran through my fence. It's not the strongest of fences. This is where I don't remember a thing between leaving my friend's car and getting in my house. Okay, so now I am in my house and my parents are yelling at me as I try to sit in a chair and keep falling on the ground. All I heard was like, blah blah blah. What the hell are you on? Blah blah, what is wrong with you? Where are your shoes? I didn't even know my shoes were off and they said I ran into the sliding glass door we have in our kitchen. From what they told me, I told them I was tossing my football in the air on the mountain in my backyard. After what seemed like days of interrogation, my mom decided that she wanted to bring me to the emergency room to find out what the hell I was on. Walking from my kitchen to the den, I had to have my dad hold me up so that I wouldn't fall. They set me on the couch and told me to empty my pockets. I guess in an attempt to see if there was any evidence of what I was on. All I remembered from that was that I gave my dad $2 and said I had something for him. I then handed him a pocket knife. They were going crazy it seemed. Questions were shooting out of each of their mouths. All I could say was something about North Carolina and Indian burial grounds. From there I don't remember the drive to the hospital or entering the room. I was told that I had trouble trying to sit. I could never sit in the chair. I kept missing or hitting the armrest. Most of what I have told y'all so far is not all what I remember, but what my parents told me I did. I don't remember passing out, falling asleep or anything. It was like a dramatic skip in frames. I was trying to sit in a chair, and now I am in a patient in bed. I was given one of those crazy robes that doesn't cover your ass. I take my clothes off and put the robe on. Then I was given lots of water. As of now, my distance perception is extremely bad, and I am now beginning to hallucinate. As I am laying in the bed, I turn to my side, and I swear I saw a tub of Cool Whip. The hallucinations were so detailed that they had all the markings and prints as the actual stuff has. After blabbering to my dad that I saw a tub of Cool Whip, I began to play with my pencil. I usually always carry a pencil in my pocket. As I am writing with it in the air, it would disappear, then I'd look for it under the sheets and on the tray next to the bed. No pencil in sight. A couple minutes later, the pencil was back in my hand. The best one of all was the computer mouse. Every so often, I think I'd or at least felt like I would fall asleep, then awake to see my hand on my left pec, tapping it like I was playing a computer game. And worst of all, I'd look for it, thinking there really was one there. Now, being somewhat in the right mind and at home, I noticed that I really thought all of that stuff really existed. It all felt real and it felt as if that's what life was like. I had no clue that I was doped up on that evil flower. I felt weird, but I had no knowledge that none of it was true. Although I was only in the hospital for only about 5 hours, it had felt like days. Throughout my time there, the people in the next room, the rooms were divided by a drape, kept talking and I thought they were talking to me, so I tried to speak back. Although in my head what I was saying sounded normal, to my ears it was nothing but gibberish. For a little while, I was left in the room alone. During this time, I kept seeing people from my school. They'd walk by then disappear. A nurse and doctor come in now, but it's not the same ones as before. Seeing this and not having a clue of what was happening, I got scared. I was given a shot in one arm and in the other. They put 4 glass tubes that drew blood. I guess for drug testing. Finally, after the blood was drawn, I guess I fell asleep or something of the sort, because I don't remember anything then. Finally, I am still feeling some effects, but my parents were told that I was able to be discharged. We get home, and I didn't even know it was my house. I kept asking weird and non-understanding questions. I was walked to my bed, and my mom gave me warm milk to drink. It's now Saturday morning 3:30 a.m. and I have no life, for I am punished for who knows how long. And all that I have heard of with Bob is that he killed his bathroom and is what I guess you'd say, cracked out. I still feel a little different, my pupils are still dilated, yet it seems as if something is missing, but I am in my right senses. This was the most craziest, scariest and most unexplainable event that has ever occurred in my life. Most of what I typed is what my parents said I had done. I vaguely remember this event. It's like I have amnesia. It was a journey, but one that I will never take again, and I hope no one else does. I am not telling you not to, but only giving a word of advice. Datura isn't anything to play with.